Chatters, what is good? Today we are watching The Revolution, a story of Blackpink by Rice Squad. Interesting name. I'm not going to comment on that, but that's just who it's by. Don't shoot the messenger. But anyways, please do like, comment, and subscribe. It really does help me grow. And yeah, this video was recommended to me by many. So we're just gonna check it out. They were saying this one's more up to date than the one I watched not too long ago, a month ago. But yeah. Anyways, this is like 4 years old, so it's probably a little outdated in that sense. But people were saying it was just still more updated than the other one I'd watched, and to check it out, and it's like the best one on. And it's only 25 minutes, so it's like, why not? But yeah, guys, this is The Revolution, a story of Blackpink. You see this text. Can y'all make that out? I don't know. I'm just blind. I've really heard da-do-do yet. I gotta lock in with that. I still have a couple little EPs from Blackpink I have to finish up, and then some solo stuff from a few of them. I think I'm done with Jisoo, just off the top of my head. I'm not exactly sure. I'm not 100%. I think I'm done with Jisoo. I think I'm done with Lisa. I think I just need to listen to like one more song from Rosé, and then one or two from Jennie. How you like that? How you like that?
Music show wins okay. The most viewed YouTube video ever in the first 24 hours.
Really? What song is it? Is he gonna tell us?
First K-pop group to hit 1 billion views. The most listened to female K-pop artist on Spotify. The most successful K-pop girl group concert of all time. The best charting K-pop girl group of all time. The most popular
Sour
K-pop
Candy.
girl group
I just
of
listened
all
to that.
time. And
at the time.
Is
Blackpink.
걸그룹 블랙핑크.
Blackpink.
K-pop group na Blackpink.
Blackpink. Blackpink.
Blackpink.
Blackpink is a name that's known all over the world. They are the hottest group in K-pop right now. But what makes Blackpink so special? There have been other groups with a girl crush concept and other groups with a hip-hop concept. But what did Blackpink do that started this revolution?
The rise of Blackpink.
In 2011, a group called 21 released their hottest single ever called I Am the Best. The group was on fire to become one of the most successful girl groups of all time. By the end of their career, they had 700,000 sales, 43 music show wins, and 6 taesangs. 21's career had just begun to take off. In July of 2012, YG released a video called Future 21, and many fans interpreted this as YG getting ready to start a brand new girl group, despite 21 being brand new themselves, and they were right. The next month, YG released a video introducing 21. A certain girl by the name of Jennie Kim.
I get it now. 21. I was saying 2NE1.
This would be the beginning of his fresh new girl group, Pink Punk. Yes, you heard me right. Pink Punk.
Pink Punk.
So after a series of teasers, reveals, and rumors, it was speculated that Pink Punk would be a 9-member group. So who exactly were these?
For my headphone wearers, did that just go to one side of your ear?
9 rumored members. A name you might be familiar with is Yoona Kim. You might recognize her from the girl group The Ark, and more recently the duo Khan. She was also on the reality shows Superstar K3, Unpretty Rap Stars 3, and The Unit. Next is Park Jinhee, who finished 69th in Produce 48 and is now in the group Secret Number. Then we had soloists Jang Hana and Kim Eunbi. And lastly, Cheomyeon. Yes, that Myeon, main vocalist of G-Idol and Ari of KDA. Slowly, one by one, these 5 members were removed from the group. Until May of 2016, 4 years after Pink Punk was introduced, we were left with these 4 names. Jennie Kim, main rapper, the face of the group, and the first revealed official member. Next we had
Who Wanna Rock Like Jennie?
Lisa Manoban from Thailand. Lisa debuted as the
Lisa.
main dancer and lead rapper of the group and was the first non-Korean idol ever of YG Entertainment. The next revealed member was Kim Jisoo. The visual and old
Jisoo. Jisoo. Did you already react to Dangerous Woman? Yes, I did. I did.
oldest member of the group, debuting at 21 years old. And the last member of the group to be revealed was Park Chae-young from Australia, more commonly known as Rose, the main
Rose.
vocalist. On June 28, 2016, YG finally revealed the name of the four-member group, Blackpink. And in just less than 2 months, Blackpink rocked the world with their duo singles Boombayah and Whistle. It was new, it was fresh, but also confident, cocky, and powerful.
Whistle is fire. Whistle is one of my more favorite songs of theirs that I've listened to so far. I did like Whistle. I did like Whistle a lot.
Thus finally bringing Blackpink to your area. Both Boombayah and Whistle topped the charts. 14 days after debuting, they won their first music show award, the fastest a girl group had ever won a music show award after debuting. Just 3 months later, they released Playing with Fire and Stay. And later in the year, they won 5 Rookie of the Year awards.
Damn.
In just 6 short months, Blackpink had already become a legendary group. Fast forward to June of 2018, with just only 5 songs, Blackpink was already the second biggest girl group in K-pop. Then, they dropped a song by the name of Doo Doo Doo. Little did they know, and little did the world know.
I've been saying it too slow. I say da-doo-doo, da-doo-doo. Let me listen to that one more time.
Blackpink was already the second biggest girl group in K-pop. Then, they dropped a song by the name of Doo Doo Doo.
Da-doo-doo-doo. 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 Okay. I've been saying da-doo-doo. That's crazy.
Little did they know, and little did the world know, that this song would be the catalyst that propelled Blackpink into international stardom. It was an instant sensation and became the most viewed video in 24 hours in YouTube history. And eventually, it became the most viewed K-pop group video of all time with 1.2 billion views. The song was addictive and the choreography was...
I still haven't listened to that song. I still haven't listened to it. I gotta lock in. That's what I'm saying. I still have like 2 Blackpink EPs left. Square Up and Kill. Is it Kill This Love? Feel This Love? Am I tripping?
Viral. It debuted at number 55 on the Billboard 100, which at the time was the highest charting K-pop song ever by a girl group. In fact, they were the first K-pop girl group to make the chart since Wonder Girls in 2009.
This Love it is. Okay.
Their first mini album Square Up sold 320,000 units.
Haven't listened to Square Up.
On Kaon, and at the time became the 8th best-selling Korean album of all time for a girl group. Their presence eventually caught the eye of a certain British singer by the name of Dua Lipa. This would eventually spark a collab called Kiss and Make Up, which would once again chart on the Billboard 100. In October of 2018,
I don't know if I'm recalling that song. I don't know if I've heard that. I know I've heard Jennie and Dua Lipa's song Handlebars, but I'm just trying to think for my own personal. I don't know.
Blackpink signed with Interscope Records, which is under a little company by the name of Universal Music Group, the biggest music company in the world. And it seemed like Blackpink was everywhere. They made appearances on the talk shows The Late Night Show with Stephen Colbert and Good Morning America. Then in March of 2019, they became the first K-pop girl group to ever grace the cover of Billboard magazine.
Damn.
Later that year, they embarked on their In Your Area World Tour, which would eventually become the most successful world tour by a girl group of all time, grossing $37 million.
Damn.
Their single Kill This Love dropped on April 5th, 2019, once again breaking the record for the highest charting K-pop girl group song, charting at 41. Their album Kill This Love would garner 380,000 sales in Gaon, becoming the 7th best-selling girl group album of all time. On April 12th, Blackpink went on to become the first K-pop girl group to ever perform at the Super Music Festival, Coachella. On April 22nd of 2020, Blackpink collaborated with Lady Gaga to release the single Sour Candy. This would once...
I just listened to Chromatica, y'all, coming very, very soon. You will see Sour Candy on there. It's a fire song.
Once again, break the record for the highest charting K-pop girl group song, charting at number 33. On June 26th, Blackpink released their long-awaited single, How You Like That, and would go on to break 5
Fire.
Guinness World Records, including the most viewed YouTube video ever in 24 hours with 86.3 million views. Just 8 hours later, the video went on to become the fastest video of all time to hit 100 million views.
Damn.
6 days later, it broke 200 million views, the fastest video of all time to reach it, which leads us to today, August 28th.
That was the first song from Blackpink that I knew. And yeah, for good reason. I mean, obviously it's huge. How You Like That? That was the first song. I didn't even know it was them at the time. Like I realized it was them when I listened to it for the first time. You know, when I listened. Yeah. I didn't realize.
Blackpink's
but it's
newest
fire.
single with none other than Selena Gomez. Everything that Blackpink touches turns to gold, and there is no doubt that this next single will continue to elevate Blackpink to the zenith of K-pop history.
Black and Pink concept.
A newcomer or even a veteran to
Hey, Michelle.
K-pop will know after the first seconds of watching or listening to Blackpink, immediately they'll get hit with that doo-doo-doo-doo. This group is different.
I've not heard
There's
it.
a certain power and energy that emanates from Blackpink's music and image. To reiterate the earlier question, other girl groups have done the girl crush concept, like 21 or 4 Minute. There have been other groups with the hip-hop concept. Remember Evil? Remember Glam? Those groups have not even come close to what Blackpink has achieved in 4 short years. What is their secret? How do they make the masses whistle like a missile?
In 1998, K-pop was still in its early infancy. This new exciting generation of music gave birth to some groups like SES with their vibrant love songs, Finkel with their cute, energetic, sporty concepts, and last was a group by the name of Baby Vox. They combined elements of Western hip-hop with the brand new energetic K-pop, the original Girl Crush. Together, these 3 groups dominated the radio waves. Sound familiar? How about now? Oh wait, there we go. After the first generation of K-pop came and went, another hip-hop group was breaking records left and right. 21. Expanding on the empire that Baby Vox built, they added another layer of badassery and rebellious nature to their songs. 21 was changing the K-pop industry. And finally, in 2016, enter player 3, Blackpink, who was almost a carbon copy of 21. In fact, YG himself stated that Blackpink was meant to be a copy-paste of 21. He did not want Blackpink to be any different at all, saying, "I tried to make the YG version of a girl group like I did with 21, but this time I wanted the girls to look pretty too." Just like how 21 built their foundation on Baby Vox's concept, Blackpink was once again evolving the concept of 21. So what exactly is the Blackpink concept? Blackpink is the energetic hook and the exotic beats hitting your eardrums. The thumping bass and the blaring air horns.
A lot.
The combination of swag, hip-hop, badassery, and fire. A little bit of sexiness, a touch of glamour, and a hint of female empowerment. The mix of dark, black ferocity, and a dash of bright pink pop sound. Jennie's power, Jisoo's saccharine sound, Rose's alluring vocals, and Lisa's lethal raps. This is the Blackpink sound. Blackpink is not the first girl group to do a girl crush concept, and they certainly won't be the last, but they are the greatest of all time to do it. Now, as much as we praise the girls of Blackpink, Blackpink is so much more than just the girls themselves. There's a team of executives, of administrators, a team that makes music, a team that makes wardrobe, a team that choreographs, and of course, a team that makes big marketing decisions. Now, any great company or organization needs to have a solid marketing team and great brand image. But what exactly does brand image mean? Simply put, it's the customer's perception of a brand. What does a customer think when they see your brand? A perfect example is Apple. You see Apple and you already know what they're about. They're sleek, they're futuristic, they're high-tech, they're clean. You see Nike, you think sports, speed, strength, inspiration. Now that is brand.
Adidas better.
Out of all the groups in K-pop, Blackpink has the strongest brand image. There's a saying in marketing, if you confuse, you lose. meaning if the consumer doesn't know what your product or service is about, you'll lose them. But one look at Blackpink, you don't even have to listen to their music, and you know what this group is about. You understand their image, their concept, their music. You, the consumer, already know all this way before Lisa even whispers Blackpink in your area. They're fierce, powerful, glamorous, they're hip-hop, they're girl crush. YG has carefully crafted Blackpink's image from the sound of their music to the color of their hair. We already discussed their music concept, but there's also the costume, the facial gestures, the makeup, the merch, the light stick, the teasers, the set, and props. Even who they interact with and the events they attend are all part of their brand image. As a result, Blackpink only attends VIP prominent events, and they rarely attend events with other idols like music shows or even the ISACs. YG has been infamous for this in the past, wanting his groups to appear exclusive, or as some haters would say, YG wants Blackpink to appear as they're better than the other groups. And there may be some truth to that. Blackpink wasn't meant to be like the other groups. Right from the start, when he built this group, YG was aiming for something bigger than just Korea. He wanted to dominate the whole entire world. Blackpink was built with that specific purpose in mind, built specifically as the group that would target the Western audience and preferences. Precisely why this group was picked with 3 fluent English speakers, 2 Japanese speakers with the other 2 learning, and 2 speakers with basic Mandarin. This is to target the 2 biggest markets in the world and the most populated country in the world. The group is one of the most skilled multilingual speaking groups in the industry. Lisa, at this point, is a walking Google Translate app.
Ariana Grande wrote ice cream? Interesting. That's very, very interesting. I can barely tell what that even says. That as if it's our last or your. Why I can't. Why do they cover it up? Strategy. Sorry.
This next big marketing move will be referred to as the "as if it's your last" strategy. When Blackpink debuted in 2016, they had 2 singles, then just 3 short months later they came back with the singles Playing With Fire and Stay. And fans were excited because it seemed like the group was consistently coming out with new music. Then, 7 months later, in June of 2017, As If It's Your Last hit the deck like pam pam pam. It was an exciting single with bright aesthetics and a hot beat, but that's all it was, a single. No album, no B-sides. The name As If It's Your Last was truly a fitting name for Blackpink because it felt like, well, it was their last single. And for the next year, the airwaves were silent. The fans were furious, annoyed, dejected, but most importantly,
damn. Once a year and it's really just a letdown. Crazy.
They were hungry.
A lot of you guys are asking for our comeback. It's hard to ignore because it hurts my feelings just to read them and just ignore. I'm not ignoring, guys, it's just that we are not too sure, so I'm sorry. Don't give up, guys. Let's not give up, both of us.
The fans thirsted for any piece of Blackpink content they could find their hands on. Rumors, mashups, fan art, YouTube theories, the reality TV show Blackpink House.
Yeah, they really did pull a Rihanna.
In June 2018, the famine was doubling Blackpink's entire discography from 5 to 9 songs. And immediately, Blackpink knocked that and got another banger. As mentioned earlier, Doo 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 became the most viewed video in 24 hours in YouTube history, and eventually became the most viewed K-pop group video of all time with 1.2 billion views. So it seemed like YG's strategy had worked. Here I have outlined a 100% foolproof YG plan. Step 1, starve the fans for a year. Step 2, tease them a little, give them a little.
So should I not post for a year? It is a good marketing strategy. Should I not post for a year? Tease Chromatica tease Kill This Love, Square Up, Preacher's Daughter by Ethel Cain, and then just dip for a year. Should I do that? Maybe I'll do that.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Step 3, release. Drop the single that's too hot to handle. And the last step is dominate the charts, kill them, and stack up my millions.
Okay. So, I gotta figure out what one video I'm gonna drop. And then just never come back. Okay. I'm mimicking
Now, this is a risky strategy, but in economics, this is called the scarcity principle. If there's very little of a product, in other words, if a product or service is scarce, more people will deem it to be of high quality, driving up demand. How many times have you seen advertisements that say limited time offer or while supplies last? Scarcity creates demand. People want what they can't have. K-pop fans hate it, but it really is a genius move. Other K-pop groups wouldn't be able to pull it off. K-pop groups depend on constant promotions and comebacks to create brand awareness. But Blackpink's brand awareness stats are already maxed out at level 99. There isn't a K-pop fan alive who doesn't know who Blackpink is, so they're able to use this method to build demand. Additionally, YG built Blackpink with the intention of expanding globally, specifically westward. I know for K-pop fans, a year break is a long time, but for Western standards, a year would actually be considered a very fast comeback. Ed Sheeran usually has a 2 to 3 year break in between his albums. Pharrell hasn't released an album since 2014. Queen is still active and performing and going on tours, but they haven't released new music for 24 years. So with that perspective in mind, is 1 year really that long?
They hit that.
Awesome screen, awesome camera, long lasting battery life.
I don't know if I just have bad eyesight, but I cannot make out what that is. Are those combined? That is crazy. Like, I'm not the only one seeing this, right? And I'm not critiquing it, but I just can't see. I'm blind. I don't have my glasses. Is it heroines? I can't tell if these two letters are combined or not. I don't know what else it would be. The Heroines? Like Pure Heroine by Lorde? Oh, Blackpink. Sorry. I got a little sidetracked.
Choreography, a great marketing team, those are all great things to have. But what really draws people to Blackpink are the heroines of Blackpink themselves. Park Chaeyoung, Lalisa Manoban, Kim Jisoo, and Jennie Kim. Whether it be their charm, their personality, their story, or their amazing talent, there is something about each of them that makes a fan want to follow them, devote their life, or possibly even worship them. Lisa was born in 1997 with the name Pranpriya Manoban in Thailand. Early in her childhood, she met with a fortune teller who said she should change her name to Lalisa, as this name would bring her immense luck.
Wow. I did not know that. That is actually crazy, and it's crazier that it worked out.
And what does Lalisa actually mean? Translation?
That's crazy.
One who is praised. Fast forward a decade later, and the name could not be more true. She is the most popular global idol in the world by a huge margin. On Instagram, she has 38 million followers, making her the 90th most followed account in the world. Of the top 100 accounts, she had the most engagement, with 21% of her audience engaging with Lisa. For comparison, the top 5 accounts, the official Instagram account, Cristiano Ronaldo, Ariana Grande, The Rock, and Kylie Jenner, have an engagement of 1.55%.
That's my GOAT,
In
Ronaldo.
2019, she was the most searched and trending idol, according to Google. Her star power was such that even her legs alone went viral all over the world, with people like Stephen Colbert, James Corden, Lil Nas, and thousands of others parodying the meme.
What?
People love Lisa. People want to be Lisa. People praise Lisa.
I did not. I missed that trend. I'm not gonna lie.
What is it about Lisa that draws people to her? look at you, now look at her. Well, first and foremost, she is the pinnacle of dancing prowess in the industry. She was able to beat out thousands of other hopefuls in Thailand at the 2010 YG auditions because she was the best dancer and best performer by miles and miles.
She can be very, very sexy and very, very cute. She has perfect control of her body. She can take a move that would look awkward on anybody and make it look amazing. You watch her and all you want to do is dance.
When she dances, you can see that she has flame in her veins. Her dance is like crack. Every day she's styling, killing everything in her way. She's wild, and not only that, Lisa just has such a lovable personality. She's funny, she's cute, she's cheerful. She's just a ball of sunshine and optimism. You can be sure that she'll be kicking down the door to everyone's heart in your area.
The thing I like about Lisa, though, that wasn't mentioned in this, or it's not the thing I like most, but like wasn't brought up, is that in her music she be talking shit. Straight up. She be talking her shit. That's all I gotta say. She talks her shit. Always sounds good. It always sounds good. She does not miss.
Born in 1997 in Auckland, New Zealand as Park Chae-young. She later moved to Melbourne, Australia when she was 7 and spent most of her life there. Originally, Rose did not believe that becoming a K-pop idol was in the cards for her, but her father encouraged her to follow her dreams.
Did you audition for YG in Australia?
Yes, like literally like just an open audition.
Why'd you do it?
Because my dad told me to.
Rose stated, in Australia, I didn't think that there was much of a chance for me to become a singer, especially to become a K-pop star. I was living so far from the country that it never really occurred to me as a possibility. And from day one, Rose was noted for her amazing golden vocals. In the 2012 auditions at Sydney, she beat out 700 other hopefuls, placing first. Because of her unique voice as a 16-year-old, she was placed on a track called Without You, with the biggest name in K-pop at the time, G-Dragon. Since then, of course, she's debuted with Blackpink, captivating not only with her prominent singing, but with her sweet charm, kind heart, and innocent wholesomeness.
All the times that you rain on my parade, and all the clouds.
I just listened to her cover today of why am I blanking? It's literally by Oasis, one of my favorite songs ever. So don't look back in anger. I heard you say. Beautiful.
You
Must not know about me.
You must not know about me.
Beyonce.
I'm officially missing you.
And then there's Kim Jisoo. All it takes is one glance, and immediately you're hit with her immaculate visuals. And you're not alone. That's what the talent scouts at YG noticed about Jisoo. Recognized as being one of the greatest visuals in K-pop today, she's a model for Kiss Me, Cartier, Burberry, and of course, one of Dior's muses. You wouldn't have guessed it by a first glance, but Jisoo is actually the comic relief of the group. In terms of variety skills and humor, Jisoo is easily the best in the group. She's wacky, funny, and eccentric. In Korea, she's what's referred to as having a 4D personality. She's a complete goofball, which is what most fans love about her. Whether it's just being a complete jokester, prankster, or balancing bottles, what's certain is that she won't be leaving fans bored.
Yahoo! My heart so bounce, okay?
And lastly, of course,
You
is
watch
Jennie
Snowdrop.
Kim. Many people are calling her the queen of K-pop, despite debuting just 4 years ago. Ever since she was revealed as a trainee back in 2012, she has been making waves. It seemed like even as a trainee, Jennie was destined for greatness, making her first MV appearance in 2012 as a 16-year-old in G-Dragon's XX, and then even joining him on stage later for Black Black. She was easily the most popular female idol in Korea of 2019, topping the brand rankings. She earned first place 6 out of the 12 months. Recently, her solo song, fittingly named Solo, was a monster hit, becoming the most viewed music video by a female artist with 500 million views. Many people who know her personally describe her as being charming and sweet. On screen, she appears to be this fierce, powerful, bulletproof diva. but in real life she's actually a sweet softie.
이거 다리에 손 나올 것 같아.
아니면 내가 먼저 할게, 내가 먼저.
아니야, 누구야? 어떡해. And Happy New Year. 안녕. 제가 다 봤어요.
나 진짜.
어떤 사람이 이렇게 놀랄까 너무
나
놀라.
살면서 내가 본 사람 중에 제일 겁쟁이에요.
And is the poster child of badass, of girl crush, of ferocity. She is the princess of YG, the human Chanel, the it girl of Korea. The person everyone loves to hate. Some look at her with envy, while others look at her with admiration. Some people hate her, many people love her, but everybody knows her.
No, Jennie is cool. Jennie is cool. I saw her for the first time. I knew Jennie before I knew anyone else in Blackpink, because of The Idol by The Weeknd. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that show. It's awful. Don't watch it. But that's how I just knew her. But yeah.
And together, they become the most powerful and the most hyped girl group in K-pop history. The world is theirs for the taking. Everywhere they show up, blows up. Currently, YG is sitting on the biggest gold mine in K-pop history. Their potential is limitless. YG just needs to play his cards right, and currently, he has a royal flush. But he actually needs to play them and let the girls of Blackpink shine. Blackpink recently hit their 4-year anniversary a couple days ago, and to date, they've only had 17 songs. And I know that's frustrating for a lot of Blinks who are just done with waiting. I know you gotta be tired, and when the night gets dark, let them be your fire.
Damn, since then they dropped what? Born Pink. They definitely dropped more than 17 songs. That is crazy though. But this video is made 4 years ago, to be fair.
See you later, boy.
What? What? How did he know? See you later, boy. Why did he single me out? But they have 32 songs total now. Really? Because I know they dropped Born Pink, they dropped the album. Yeah. That's about it, right? That was kind of weird. Why did he single me out? Oh, he was talking to you specifically? Yeah, how did he know?
See you later, boy.
Like, am I tripping? But, that was funny. What the hell? That was random. See you later, boy. Like, am I getting trolled? But, no, that video was fire. I'm glad I watched. Because it did, inform me of their earlier career. I definitely need to get more tapped in with their more later, like with later guides and whatnot. Just something, more recent, but it's definitely nice knowing their background. I definitely need to tap in with like Jisoo's like Snowdrop and whatnot too. But yeah, I'm still kind of traumatized from that. Why did he do that? That kind of traumatized me, if I'm not gonna lie. And now they're going on tour soon. Who's going to the tour?
See you later, boy.
Guys, in the comments, let me know if you're going to that tour. That's fire, though. Who would know though that there's that they had to wait another 3 years for, well, so far 3 years. But yeah, guys, that was The Revolution, A Story of Blackpink by Rice Squad. That was a good little guide. I do like that, I know more of their background, especially in their earlier careers. But yeah, guys, if you did enjoy, please do like, comment, and subscribe. And guys, if you have any more specific guides, please do recommend them, or just recommendations in general. Please do let me know. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Doses.